Now, joining us this morning to provide his insights on the latest trends and developments in the stock market is stockbroker and certified financial technician, Miko Sayo. Hi, Miko.
Hi, Mikey. Good morning.
Okay, Miko, let's talk about what's hot now. There's one particular firm, Asia Best, ABG. The shares of this shell company have surged since October 21st. Year to date, it's up by 770%. It's the best performing stock of the year, despite it being non-operational. What's happening here and what's driving the momentum?
Well, as you said, starting from late October, there's this one particular broker that's been bidding up the stock, and the stock reached from $5 to about what it's currently trading right now. I think it closed somewhere around the 27 or 26 peso levels, and it got halted a couple of days ago as news came out that an entity bought into the stock.
Okay, what do you really think about this stock, Miko? What's behind all of this buzz?
Well, obviously, there is speculation that the stock was going to be bought. Why would a certain person or a broker buy up a non-earning and a shell company and drive the stock up by, five times from $5 to $25 if, you didn't know that something was going to happen, no? So news came out. It was bought by a person who was intending to probably infuse his assets into the company. So it's gonna be a shell from a shell company. It's gonna be something out of nothing.
Yeah, something out of nothing. You said it, a meteoric rise. Some are even calling it a zombie, back from the dead sort of thing. In any case, trading on this stock is suspended. When it resumes, do you expect it to maintain this momentum, or is a correction inevitable given this sky-high jump?
Well, normally after the news comes out, after a big run up, and then the news comes out, there's this phenomenon that we call in the market called the sell on the news behavior, wherein the market participants normally anticipate the news. That's why they're buying the stock, and once the news comes out, it becomes a signal to sell into the stock. So I wouldn't be surprised if once it resumes trading, prices of ABG might come back down.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, Dito CME's follow-on offering. This was sold out. They raised 2 billion pesos from this following offering of preferred shares as the company seeks to go head-to-head with giants, Globe and PLDT. Is this enough to support their plans, their growth plans, and their ambitions, Miko? What do you think about this?
Well, the company was able to raise almost 2 billion pesos from the follow-on offering. And there was also this 9 billion share placement. I think it was also done somewhere around those levels, maybe near 1 peso. So they were actually able to raise something like 11 billion from all these activities, no? And the problem now is that enough? The company's been bleeding by to the tune of around 20 billion pesos a year. So is 11 billion enough to be able to compete with Globe and Smart? Maybe not. I think they might have to raise a lot more than just 11 billion.
Okay, on another point, Dennis Uy is also ceding control in favor of a minority stake in this company. What does this shake-up at the upper management level tell you, and how does it change your outlook for the stock?
Well, to say it bluntly, Dennis Uy's name is a bit tainted already in the market. Everybody knows that he's grappling for money, and so he probably will not be able to sustain the massive financial requirements of Dito. So having ceding the majority in the company and inviting maybe entities or companies that have more financial backing should be a good welcome for the stock and should be more bullish for the stock.
Okay. Thank you, Miko. Next topic involves two listed companies. This is about Manila Bay and the construction firm EEI partnership. Still on Dennis Uy. Dennis Uy's Philippine Resorts, or PHR, says that its parent firm, Udena Corporation, inked a memorandum of understanding with EEI. They're exploring a potential partnership to develop Emerald Bay Resort and Casino in Mactan, Cebu. This is Cebu's first beachfront casino on a 12.4 hectare property. What are your thoughts on this? Should it push through?
Well, Emerald Bay is owned by PHR, and PHR is majority owned by Mr. Dennis Uy again. And they've been grappling to sell this subsidiary for the longest time. No, I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is now the fourth suitor that they are trying to woo and sell the company into. So I hope they're able to finally close the sale. No, the MOU is just, you know, a means for the potential suitor to look deeper into the company. They'll look deeper into their books, and if the conditions are right and they're able to agree on the price, then maybe the sale could finally push through.
Yeah, and that's the big if the conditions are right and if they like what's under the hood. All right, thank you, Miko. Moving on to the broader market. Earlier in our report, we had Dutch financial services firm ING Bank. They expect the BSP to implement larger rate cuts in 2025. What are your thoughts on this? Beginning with the forthcoming meeting on interest rates, the U.S. FOMC, they're going to be meeting on December 17 to 18. The BSP is going to be meeting strategically a day after on the 19th, December 19th. What are your thoughts on interest rates?
Okay, so the market does expect a 25 basis point cut both from the Fed and the BSP on the 18th and on the 19th. And the market also expects another 75 to 100 basis points cut in 2025. So it was I think the market expected a bit more for 2025 a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and the market kind of got a bit disappointed, which is why prices are now trading back down to what, 6,700, because of the expectations also that, you know, rate cuts aren't going to be as aggressive as what we thought it would be. But it's still gonna be, we're still expecting 75 to 100 basis points cut next year. It's still going to be an easing cycle for, you know, 2025 all the way to 2026. So hopefully it would be enough to, you know, at least trigger markets to move higher.
Yeah, well, they have the leverage to do this with the inflation within expectations. But on another front, rate cuts are peso negative. The peso opened at 57.97 now, strengthening from previous lows that we experienced in a couple of weeks. With all of these rate cuts that are, you know, just in the offing, what effect do you think that's going to have on the local currency?
Well, again, they cannot. They have to move in lockstep with the Fed. You know, they cannot. They cannot afford to move independently of the Fed. Otherwise, the peso will get affected, and if it further weakens, it will just trigger more foreign selling into out of the markets. So at the very least, I think the best that they can do is to just move in lockstep with the U.S. Fed.
Yeah, as they've been historically. Miko, last question. What's your outlook for the Philippine equity market as we close 2024 and as we come into the first half of 2025?
Well, the market has dropped quite significantly already in the last couple of weeks. It's trying to stabilize right now here at the 6,600 level. I think the selling has been overdone. but I wouldn't expect prices to easily climb back up to 7.5 again. We are going to from here up to the rest of 2024. I expect prices to probably just crawl higher, go up in a sideways to upward movement, and hopefully just close the year at about maybe 6.9 or somewhere around those levels.
Okay, I'm going to sneak in a Christmas related question, Miko. If you were to give a gift that's going to keep giving, give 5-10 years from now, give some returns, what stock certificates would you be stuffing in stockings this holiday season?
Oh, I'm still going for those high dividend yield companies. I'm still going for those very attractive REITs. The market is still sideways. And if you are holding on to non-dividend yields in a sideways markets, you'll have a hard time making money. So I'm sticking to those high dividend yield companies like Semirara. There's LTG, there's OGP. The REITs are very attractive. The RCR, A-REIT right now is down 4% and could be an opportunity to get in. So those are my tips for stock picking in this market.
All right, thank you so much, Miko Sayo.
Thank you, Mikey.